Alrighty then, it's close enough, so close enough is near enough for me. Let's get this non-show on the road. Yeah, welcome to the Loading Simulator 2018. What can I say? I'm late because I decided I needed to trim, needed to trim my face. It was getting a little hairy, and I'm gonna blame my cat. The cat that the Mango, the cat that walks across this desk every now and then on this stream, decided she wanted attention. She was not taking no for an answer. So it was either I have her in my face and getting in my way, or I just patted her to the point where she said, "Okay, I'm satisfied now. I will now leave." And then I can actually get the rest of my programs up and running. That, and I was diving through Discord to see if anybody's actually had a look at I've managed to find some like lag spike logs or a profiler to show me where the lag spikes are, and I was like just trolling through to see if I could actually find any information there. But today we're going to be tearing down old equipment, old factory tech stuff that I don't need. We're just going to pick up and we're going to store it. Factory tech in itself is an interesting mod, don't get me wrong, but in the whole what's the word I'm trying to grasp for? In the bigger picture of the pack, we're done. There are still certain parts of factory tech I will keep. The river grate system being one, we're going to redesign that. Of course, we have to still stay at the same Y level. We can actually spread the system out, and we can use other things other than rollers and hoppers and whatnot, because that is one of the biggest sources of lag that I've got within my whole single player server. So there's that. Let me see, where else am I going? That's the plan for today. I mean, if we have enough time and things improve lag wise, we might get back up and do some little bit more factory tech. Now, I've also put a suggestion into Pixel to basically allow us to use immersive engineering gasoline for the liquid air compressors. Maybe, I don't know, is gasoline, yeah, gasoline's more volatile. If you're looking at a real world scenario, gasoline is more volatile than diesel. So therefore it should power the liquid air compressor more so than diesel. If you're talking it like in a real world situation. I mean, I've worked with air compressors, I've worked with diesel, and I've worked with gasoline. Or petrol, depending which part of the country you're from. The world. Petrol is more volatile than diesel. Diesel doesn't go boom quite as much. It burns, but it doesn't quite go so boom. So, right, hopefully, yep, here we are. And also I've disabled a few mods. The other thing we could actually possibly use gasoline for later is when we get access to advanced generators. We may be able to use that. And Efficiency, thank you for the host. And welcome to everybody on Efficiency's channel. Hope you enjoy the stay. We'll be streaming for the next couple hours. And if you're really interested, you could possibly follow. And in a couple days, it's my song request weekend day, where we'll be streaming 8 hours, and instead of my little cartoony thing down here, we'll have a replacement of a frame and with the song requests as they get pulled off of YouTube, we'll be able to watch the video as well as listen to the music at the same time. No doubt I get trolled more than once. I don't mind the odd meme song either. The only request I have from my viewers is no ear rape, and I think most of the viewers know what that is. Right, the other things I've been having a little bit of trouble with is that the lift receivers not quite working as well as it should be. So I've spent a good amount of time trying to figure out how to get that fixed. Now what I've got right here is every 300 ticks it turns that redstone signal off, giving it a bit of a refresh. I've also turned a lot of my chunk loading off as well. And eventually with the whole strip down of everything, I'm probably going to redesign the overhead roller assembly and possibly go with something like immersive engineering. What? I am missing something? No, that is there. Oh. My gamepad is not configured properly. That is why I could not fly. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around and actually start changing things. I don't need any more epic mega loot things. I honestly can just be done with that. We'll just change everything to immersive engineering conveyors. I want to see if they actually that they will also change everything lag wise. The other thing that was actually lagging that I was still getting reports from, if I go to 7.5 928 is that. Yeah. 725. Yeah. That's apparently causing lag. So I've got to get rid of those. Because they were also a couple of things that basically cropped up within the whole the lag spike reports I was getting. So there may be some problem with magnetic craft. Of course, I've disabled the multi-blocks, so they're not actual multi-blocks anymore. I can just basically reinstate them when I need to. I've kept the wind turbines in there. So we shall see whether we'll actually experience more lag spikes through today's stream. I mean, if it does indeed come out to be that, and everything is real nice, we'll see how we go. Now, in this chest here, oh, actually maybe even this one. Do we have room? Yeah, good. I'm going to place some ender tanks there, and we're going to be using lime dye, because we're going to start transporting other things over. But for now, we are just going to go through and strip out everything that we don't need. Also, stuff that... The other thing too, I did a little bit of playing around with pneumatic craft, with the liquid compressor here. I added some volume upgrades and some speed upgrades. Now the pressure is currently sitting really nice at 4 psi. I've got the compressed iron blocks. They're red hot at 226 degrees, 2 of them. And the refiner is good to go. Yeah, these are the lag spikes I was talking about. Now I've added some variable redstone emitters from Zeta Industries. The safety tube modules here for pneumatic craft, they have a safety release of 7.5 bar minus whatever redstone input they have times by half. So currently, these variable redstone emitters, the ones I've got next to the valves, they are set at 6. So it's 7.5 minus 3. So at 4.5 bar, they will release a little bit of pressure. So the pressure tubes won't basically break. But it seems that everything's pretty stable right now. And we're slowly chewing through like diesel, like you wouldn't believe. The other thing too, apparently with the Immersive Engineering update, some of the chunks have actually changed in regards to what fluids they deliver. I think this is still pumping oil. At least I hope so. If not, we'll soon find out if we're not. But there is definitely other things that we're going to have a look at. Now, we're still getting lag spikes. Right. Now, I anticipate that we will find whatever is actually causing my issues. So we'll just organize things just slightly. And we'll go down to the factory tech area and start tearing things apart. The other thing I discovered too recently is the water collectors from factory tech are very, very good sources of water to pump into containers. Very, very good. You just have to like have them dunked in water, and they will quite happily basically fill themselves full of water, and you can pump them out. Pretty decent. Right. Right. Let's see. Let's change the difficulty to peaceful. Let's try and get as much performance out of this as we possibly can before we start stripping stuff down. Right. First things first. We start with the electric furnaces. Now these electric furnaces we use predominantly for the circuits that you needed for factory tech. That was the only way you could actually do things with that. Right, I wonder if I can catch that. Oh yeah. The Enderlinks... actually there is one thing we are going to do. Anything that we have an Enderlink chest for, that actually is taking a while to break for some reason. Yeah, anything that we've got an Enderlink chest for, we're actually going to grab some bone meal, and we're going to set everything to triple white. I just have to be careful. And when I get to a process that has items like getting put into an Enderlink chest, those items are going to have to come out. So currently the items feeding into Enderlink chests, I know I can just not have to worry about them. But this particular chest would have been having the circuits in, so I don't want to lose them. It's better for me to actually clear this stuff out. Now, the chest that we're dumping all these items into, I actually did upgrade that to a diamond storage, a colossal chest, for the meantime, until such time as we can move things out to alternative storage. Because apparently colossal chests are very laggy as well. Apparently. Right, so white. Break that. Fantastic. So that's just accepting parts. So we're going to change that to that was the end of a supply chest, and that can go. So what was actually in this chest? Probably nothing. The end of an era, as it were. Actually, we'll work on the underside, the recycling side of this actual process. Get rid of it. We'll start working from the bottom up. Just makes things a little easier. Now, this has also got me wondering whether I need to actually change all the interdiction torches I've got down here. Now, theoretically, I never really had a problem with the interdiction torches until, well, I actually didn't even really have a problem with them. So I don't know if they are indeed a cause of lag and bad things. So we'll just have to see how we go. But if it wasn't for the lag spikes, I'm getting really good frames a second. Which is actually quite nice. And it's just everything else. Right, so here we're going triple white again. No, don't do that. Right. Oh, I just stored all the bone meal that I had. I did not want to do that. Because we need that. Right. That's all stored. Now these circuits we want to store. We don't want them there to be lost to the whatever dimension that they're set at. Right, and my inventory is now full. Of course, I don't know. Also, the other thing I don't know whether it's actually a symptom, whether that's the indexer is my issue. It is actually one thing that is actually fairly lag happy. Until such time as we can get applied energistics, we just have to put up with it. All right. Okay, move that stack remover. Or stack remover, I should say. Excuse me. Right. I even can't say whether it's actually getting better or not. And I'm just going to skip that track. For some reason, Wizards and Warriors, someone's decided to claim those tracks. And it causes me no end of grief for the YouTube bots. Oh. There's definitely something else I'm going to have to change also. Whether I'm going to need to or not, that's another thing altogether. Stop this naughtiness. Oh shit. That's why. Aha. Alright. And also, I do have a few stacks of materials that really shouldn't be stacks. I don't know if that's one of the things that is a problem within my world, having items that shouldn't really exist. Right. Let's rip those out. Right. There you go. Ah, there was definitely lag there. Ah. Managed to keep it as it was. Actually, the big thing is it getting any better? It doesn't feel like it. Maybe what I could do is actually look into, say, extra utilities to index lag. Is there actually anything being said about it? Hard to say. Although there is something on the FDB wiki, something about it there, so maybe we'll see how we go. I mean, we are removing, we're going to be removing an awful lot of hoppers. There's no doubt about that. Back to the game, come on. Right, that's just a supply chest. So I should be able to just break that as is. I don't think there's actually any. No, there's actually no items in that basic drawer. I mean, there was a few other mechanics that I relied quite heavily on, and that was how hoppers interact with each other. I mean, I imagine other people have done the same. So I don't know if that's a vanilla mechanic which is not recommended. Ah, shit. We need that one to be off the hopper. Well, that works. Okay, so that is definitely filling from somewhere. Still not getting anywhere, but makes me wonder what I could actually build down here. If there's actually any like really large structure that we could do. Come on. Right. So the core charger. Yep, get rid of you. Don't need you anymore. Yeah. Probably just keep that open crate there. It's not hurting anything, so there's that. Right, stabilization table, you can go. Uh-oh. Why are you... Oh. That's interesting. There was a Britannia hopper, hop. Completely unfiltered. Very interesting indeed. The FPS is slowly going up, which is a good sign. Right. So that... I mean, I did kind of actually set that up, so I could have theoretically said that basically set the machines up for automation. I just couldn't be bothered anymore. I saw the end of factory tech and I thought, yeah, let's just go for it. Dull. My main concern is whether the the diamond storage chest is going to be enough. I mean, there is a very good chance that once I get to a stage whether that colossal chest gets filled, I have other storage chests on the mob farm storage drawer network, which all this is connected up to. That would actually start voiding items. There is a very big risk of that. Right, let's see where we're up to. So that's that side of things gone. The other side is here. Alright. So, these chests here, they will have to be emptied. And then reset. Now, I believe all these autocrafters got a mountain load of crap in them. The glowing gold dust. I've got so much of it, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. It may end up being voided at some stage. Right, that unit might be empty. Oh no, it's actually not so bad. Okay. Progress. Now, there are a few autocrafters in this whole shenanigans that we will be keeping. And we will be changing them over to either I think just transfer nodes. They work a little better than hoppers when it comes to game utilization. Still getting the lag. Right, so that's got nothing in it. Good. Excuse me. So all of these, they're actually supply chests. So we can actually just go through and decode all of these. Quite happily. Kill the sheep. Right. Decode, decode. Did that decode? No. There we go. Come on. It is slowly getting better. Right. Really? All right. Because this platform that we've got going here does have access to Britannia. I do have like a Manus portage down here. Right. So that's that subsection done. The other one that we've got to do... Okay, this was to the fluid extraction drill. We can quite happily destroy. Because we're not using their fluids. Oh, yeah, actually the water collector itself actually it only needs to be touching a single block of water. I forgot the actual test that we'd done much earlier. I thought they had to be submerged. No, they just have to be touching one source block of water. So they're pretty damn great, actually. Right. Okay, what else? No. Nothing else. Good. And that would have been going into there. Yeah, we'll strip everything out of there because that was the circuit printing production line. That crate's empty. Come on. Right. Now those as well there. Those were supply chests. We can just ditch those. Again, I would seriously love to figure out what's going on. Whether, say, maybe I've got a corrupted chunk or something. I mean, that is indeed a possibility. Why I'm getting these lag spikes. I just don't know. I mean, actually I could test it. Come to think of it, if we once we get through all of this, just disconnect the indexer completely, and if for whatever reason the indexer itself doesn't is not the root cause of the lag spikes I'm getting, I'm just gonna have to look at something else. It may very well just be something else. Right, so that's the fluid side of things gone. Not too bad, 40 minutes down. Right, so we know these chests here feeding into the circuit scribes, they would have been feeding just the quartz plates. The good thing with the quartz plates were, if Oh, actually, when the circuits burnt out, you actually were able to recover 100% of the actual quartz plate for the circuits. So that was the benefit for them. These should be all... okay, that's not empty. Stop it. Oh. Oh. One thing I neglected to do is remove all these hoppers. Right. The end of an era. That's what it feels like. There's still a couple things that will stay. That's for sure. Well, since we're down here, we might as well gut this system. I mean, these are really bad lag spikes. I mean, really bad. Ah, whoops. Let's go here just very quickly. I should catch whatever's coming down that track. There we go. Oh, come on. Though I can quite happily say, that's my phone. No, I don't want to answer that person. Well, it's more of a case it was a number that's not coming from Adelaide. And if it's not a number that I recognize, or an area code I recognize, not worth talking to. Man, so many blood spots. Right, that's empty. Ah, don't tell me I've done it again. I have. Right. Right. Well, actually, it's not a bad idea. Did I just do it again? Or I used it all up? Probably used it all up. Well, I can honestly say there's more than enough. Oh, shit. Did I get to the lever in time? Yeah, I did. Not quite. Oh, come on. Hey, Atomic Death, how you doing? Good to see you. And I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTube side of things. Admittedly, I was hesitant to actually uploading like 2-hour VODs to YouTube, but hell, I'm at a stage in my content creating career where I just don't care anymore. I just do it for the lols, as it were. But yeah, definitely catch up on the Sunday streams, or Sunday for me, Saturday night for most other people. Those particular days won't be going to YouTube because I've decided to have like a song request day, and just like really muck around. The only problem is a lot of the songs that people like to listen to, of course, copyrighted, so there's no real point putting it to YouTube. And there's no real point, well, you could try and catch up with the VODs on Twitch later, but they'd be like heavily muted in parts. So, yeah. Sundays, 8 hours. Generally finishing up around about now. So yeah, if you're probably looking at going to bed anytime soon, yeah, Sundays for me, Saturdays for everybody else. More of a case. Excellent. Good. Look forward to seeing you there. And I'm looking forward to it too, because down in down in this little area here where my little cartoon avatar is, I'm adding in a little video window, so we can actually see what music people are basically DJing for us. It's like a little party atmosphere. I really would love to figure out why I'm these lag spikes. I didn't have them. I had basically started getting them yesterday for no particular reason whatsoever, and I can quite honestly say it's not due to it's not down to like frames per second. I mean, it's not as if the FPS takes a real dive. It's just like one big spike that hits me, like right now. So I can't honestly say what's going on. All I know is like it's time to clean up a few bits and pieces. I'm not using all this factory tech stuff, so it is worthwhile just getting in there and cleaning house. Definitely worthwhile. Although it seems to be getting worse in this particular area. Wasn't quite so bad a little further out. So there may be something in this particular chunk that's actually causing it. I mean, you never know. We may just find whatever is causing everything, and everything gets fixed really, really easily. Who knows? Right, but a few things I wonder. I mean, there are a few items I probably would like to keep in their particular respective ender chests. Come on. Wakey wakey. There we go. So I'll probably link those into... I've got a little network over there. Now, this particular system is staying. This is actually a centrifuge, where I'm actually separating the ground iron ore into iron dust and nickel nuggets. I'm basically just ripping out a lot of the old factory tech stuff that I currently don't have a use for. Now, I think I could probably just break these. Because I got to the stage where I did a lot of automation with factory tech. I got like a really good basic system down. And then I got to circuits, I automated those. And then after that, I realized I could really go for a big push and just get the quest line done. So I think it pretty much right up to where you start to like getting like sulfuric acid batteries, that sort of thing. I realized I didn't need a huge backlog of parts just to push through that. So I just did it. But there's definitely a few things in here we are definitely keeping. Probably things like this, the shaft thing here. I could clean that up with, well, even though I don't think that one hopper is not a bad thing. There is definitely a lot of other hoppers that are kicking around the place that we don't really need. Now that's definitely a supply hopper. And I've done it again. Yeah, I reckon. Hey, C Scott, how you doing? Yes, thank fuck it's Friday. Honestly, this day's been. Actually, this week's been really draining for me. Had a bit of a head cold that really took hold. Not yesterday, day before. And I just got to this. I just woke up in the morning and says, "No, I can't face today," and went back to sleep. Oh shit! Remove the hopper's first ray. There we go. Then do that. So we're doing a little bit of a cleanup around the factory tech area. I'm not completely dissolving the whole factory tech factory. Just cleaning it up to a point where and leaving the things that I know that I have need for. Yeah, still Thursday for you? Yeah. Be Thursday night for you guys, wouldn't it? Don't tell me that this is full or it's not. Or is it... dear. I may have to go check that, or it's just lagging like crazy. I wonder... Let's go up and check this. I seriously doubt. Nah. That's not full yet. It's getting close, but it's nowhere near full yet. When you have a nice 4-day weekend, the day always seems to be Friday. Well, that's nice. One thing I can definitely say, I'm not looking forward to rebuilding the river gates. I may just leave them as is. I very well may just leave them as they are. But yeah, it seems that the lag is definitely getting worse in some areas. So what I will do, I'm just going to place these basic drawers. Actually, the yeah, I actually have done like a kill all entities. Gone for a really big clean. So I mean that is entirely possible. Hey Mango, come on. Thank you. Move along. I mean that sort of lag. That's my the resident director of this show. She likes to come and have a check to make sure that everything's going along smoothly. If not, demand attention. I got to a stage I gave up trying to like edit her out. She just comes and just walks along, walks back again. You just get to the stage where it's like, alright, I know that you want to be a part of things, so fine. Why is that not... Are those broken gears or regular gears? I don't know. There are items that I've seen. Oh. That's very interesting. Why are they full of regular gears? That ain't right. That's definitely not right. That's definitely empty. Why have they got regular gears in them? Hey Kiwi, how you doing? Thought about making a magnet? Well, I could do that actually. Majority of everything's turned off right now. Namely the mob farm and everything else like that. Admittedly, don't quote me on this, things just felt like they started to get a little smoother. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll keep those there. That system. Let's just run a double check in here. Make sure it's not going. Nothing's funky happening. Okay. Broken gears are supposed to go in there. Right. Oh, hello. have... Oh, shit. Hang on, that's working fine. No. Okay. I changed that over for... Let's get rid of that. Hello, Mango. Come here. She's not one for cuddles, she'll fight. Yes, you don't like cuddles much. Go on. Although I've got a little basket on the desk for her, and if she settles down I might take a picture with my phone. Get it posted up somewhere. Something I can put on the big screen. Nah, it's definitely not that, but we've definitely found a few bits and pieces where it's not optimal. Yes, hello Mango, of course. Chunk loaded. I've actually taken out all the... Well, actually, what the... I have no idea why those were chunk loaded. We can take them off. A good amount of the chunk loading was actually removed. Okay, that grindstones... There's no issues there. Yeah, I'm void. I'm chunk loading void. It's a great idea. Right. So all those need to stay. Ah, this is my little temporary oven setup. Just to do the quest and get rid of it. I'll laugh if this clock was the issue. I mean, I've got other clocks running about the place. But again, that clock's been running for a lot longer before all the issues started, so there is that. I mean, I've also got a lot of stacks of factory tech stuff that really shouldn't exist. Namely the 35 patterns we've got here. They shouldn't exist at all. They all should be stacks of 4. Dropping fluids into the void? I don't think so. I may have been dropping items into the void. Let's have a look. No, there's definitely nothing... Definitely nothing under there. I'm gonna have to go through all these chests. I don't want to. Maybe go through the chest and just take all the good stuff. Yeah, honestly. Let's see. Let's check what Lag Goggles says. I mean, we would have. I've just cleaned up a lot of hoppers. A lot of hoppers in the last hour. We've actually reduced a lot. So we'll see what this report turns out, and we'll just take it from there. Right. There's still an awful lot of lag when it comes to hoppers with this side of things. I probably could go ahead and try and clean it up a little bit, but again, these are all legacy systems. They were around before the lag spikes started. Still, there are a lot of hoppers that still need to be removed or replaced with suitable replicants. That would be the next floor up. What's that? Oh, of course. Right, let me see. No, they're working, which is good. Nothing altogether huge. I mean, I've got the... It's interesting that some of the solar panels are starting to like really pike up. It's interesting that the immersive engineering cabling is actually, or more of a case, the connectors. They're quite heavy time-wise. Although, if you look at, say, glass fiber cable, it's like 1 millisecond at best. It's the sheep kill it. But actually, let's have a look at the report. It's going to tell me the biggest thing is the tile indexer. Oh shit. I wonder what this autocrafter is. Huh? Right, actually, what we might do, let's get rid of the overlay. Very, very hard to work. These autocrafters, let's change them. Let's change them to something else. Now we've got access to other autocrafters. Let me see. I probably don't have the items. Also, probably this colossal chest doesn't help matters much either. Apparently, they're supposed to be laggy. Right, so auto crafter. Maybe just look for crafter. Once we get past the leg spike. Yeah, mechanical crafter. Extra utilities. What am I missing? A lot of everything. In that particular chest. Well, now you've asked. I do have some clouds around that don't have names. Just make sure that spelling is right. Yeah, actually, Bimbot, I think he, there was a magnetic craft, at the very specific location. There was a magnetic craft, power, conduit thing, connector. I don't even recall what they actually called them. But I removed that, so that's no longer there. It's either that, I just have to go through and actually remove a lot of the, maybe it's the immersive engineering power cables, because those things have been piling up. And just change everything out to glass fiber. Thingamahooser. That's the exact term. And wow, actually everything's really just... What is going on here? Bibliocraft models. Huh. Hang on. Main fatal, executing task. Yeah. I hate that you can't actually just scroll and... Yeah, keeping entity Minecraft sheep already exists. There's definitely something in this particular area that's something is really not liking. And I mean really not liking. Right. Come on. Don't widescreen on me. We can get this. Let's go for kill all. Is there a trap mob? That's possible. That's what I'm trying to get to. If I can remember. Yep, there we go. Okay, back to game. I think we've really hit the nail on the head. It is something in this chunk. There's something here. Yeah. Actually, I've really got to get out of this area. It's just widescreening. Space race manager, you reckon? Just gotta get out of the area. Urgh. Whatever it is, we've upset something. Are we out yet? Nah. Oh wow. Okay. No, we're definitely. Okay, we're. Nah. I think we might have to reboot. There's something. I think we're gonna have to reboot, guys. Because I can't do jack. Let's see if I can get the chat console up. I'm pretty sure I've actually okay. Okay, oh come on. Come on. Double L. Space. Oh, for frag's sake, really? Ah. We're gonna hard crash this. Yeah, there we go. Skipping entity with ID, Enderman involved. Hello? I knew Enderman involved it was a cancerous mod. There might be an entire bunch of invisible mobs. Yeah. That's what I was trying to actually get a kill, like a kill all. Right. Let's go down. Enderman evolution. Where? Oh no! What? It's disabled. You can see them in game mode 3. Okay. Enderman evolution was disabled. So why? Why was spitting out an error for that? Here comes 10 minutes worth of loading. That's what Modern Skyblock 3. Remove. Okay, might be a little late for that. Yeah, evolved Enderman is cancer. Cancerous. Actually, what I will do. Let's go to Task Manager. I want... Why have I got so many... Oh, yeah, I know why. No I don't. That's loading. So what? Why have I got 2 of those? I don't need 2 of those. Bugger off. Food time. Right. So that killed that one. This one at 50%. Let's go to the details. Set priority. High. Yes. What are you talking about? This is clean. more or less. So much Firefox. Chatbot. Eh. The one thing I wasn't able to actually look into is what the memory usage was. Although I can pretty much say it's not so bad. Let's minimize that. Minimize that. Yeah, this is relatively clean. I mean, I've got like a lot of other icons that I don't really use. Again, I really should do a spring clean on my hard drives, considering I don't play half of the stuff that's there. It's the curse of a PC gamer. It's like, I have so many games to play, but not enough time to play it in, and I'd rather be playing other things. It's like, sale, $2. It's like, yes, I'll buy that. I'll play it eventually. Not. I just play all this Minecraft. The game I've managed to get so much value out of. Letting Minecraft use more RAM than normally. It's up to 12. I mean, I've got 32 to spare. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do too. Go to details. Set affinity. Stop hogging all my cores. That helps. I mean, I was getting an issue a while ago where I was getting a very slow memory leak, but I kind of like fixed that more or less just by actually, what did I do? I made sure that Java was actually being able to be rendered by my GPU. That was one. I'd spent so many years to do just my CPU rendering Minecraft, so there was that. That's okay, so, Scott. This is a big sandbox where we have a game that completely always breaks us. Actually, I can't remember a mod pack that I have not been able to break one way or the other. To say that there is a stable mod pack out there is an achievement for whoever actually puts the mod pack together. Lurking is cool. That I don't mind. There's a few A-grade lurkers that in my streams, which I'm grateful that they come along, they watch. I know they're there. But yeah, actually, honestly, I'm not going to weigh too much into the whole streaming / making content for YouTube, that sort of debate. I've done my dues. Put Let's Plays out to YouTube for the last 5 years, and pretty much done. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed editing. There's a good few series that I enjoyed making, but God, for the time investment, for whatever return that one gets from this, you've definitely got to weigh that up. And I know that goal down in the corner there, that's just wishful thinking. I mean, I may buy a capture card at some stage or another, but if someone wants to like to help along in that goal, great. I mean, this is just a hobby for me, hanging out, being less antisocial than any other normal regular PC gamer is. Just being able to like to sit back, chill, and just say, hey. Nah, if I did that, that would really scare people away. Yeah. Atomic, that's exactly it. There's a lot of people out there, they just work to survive. I mean, admittedly, I make a little. I would what you call middle class. I don't make enough to be actually considered rich, but I make more than enough to say that I'm not poor. I just work pretty much week in, week out, pay the bills. I get a little ahead. I have a fairly comfortable lifestyle. And I get to buy my toys. Namely, computers and like sound equipment and everything else like that that I like to play with when I'm not working. Ah, fair enough, man. Getting a degree. Yeah, my daughter's actually going through that, going through university, doing a lot better than I ever did. Hey, Tech Dweeb, how you doing? Sunday's coming up, man. Looking forward to it. Some custom mods for ore processing and the likes. Cool. Yeah. Someone really needs to do like a really good themed mod pack again. Like Regrowth. Regrowth was good. Actually, there was another streamer I've been watching later that he's playing through Regrowth for the 5th time, and I'm going, whoa, seriously? It's like, yeah. Like completing Regrowth or getting to a stage in Regrowth where you just can't play anymore. Actually, so this is going to be kind of like a. Actually, I don't know what. Admittedly, I have not played Primal, so. Post-apocalyptic game, Atomic World, but the premise is different. Escape to a pocket dimension called Gaia instead of trying to fix the corrupted world you're in. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I put a little pack together called Escape from Skyblock. It was basically, it was a Skyblock map with the aim to escape the planet of the Skyblock using, what was it, advanced rocketry. I never finished it, and I never actually finished playing that pack, so... I wonder... if you could actually say... Nice. Yeah, if you could actually have a pack that has kind of like episodes. What Pixel's done with the quest book here in Modern Skyblock 3 is really cool. Now that'll be okay, cool, excellent. I take one look at better questing and going, whoop, mind blown. No, sorry. Shut down. I'm done. I don't mind playing through the quest, but actually designing them, it's like... Nope. There's another pack that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. Guy called that I host regularly, Dark Fan, is putting together called is it We Must Die 3, which is very. It seems like very similar to what Tech Dweeb is talking about, but pick your chapter. Say early game, you get to choose between Totemic and Tinkers. If you do Totemic, you're going to get to pick between Botania and Blood Magic after. If you choose Botania, Blood Magic will be locked until later game. Ah. Alright, Atomic Death. Thanks for like dropping on by, and yeah, catch you around, man. SevTech is looking pretty interesting also. So use hardcore questing mod instead of better questing. Interesting. Yeah, the whole progressive style of letting mods unlock and not like going through the huge the huge crafting chains. I think a lot of players are done with crafting chains. Okay. Interesting. So eventually you'd have to do them all, but to basically add the keys to the said Stargate or whatever. Yeah, to have an end goal. Interesting. Right. Hopefully I haven't completely corrupted my world for a starter. Are we falling? Am I falling? Or what's going on? Okay. Not capital. Equals layer and bracket. Okay, so what do we kill? Killed a lot of stuff. A lot of items, actually. Okay, yeah. Well, so far so good. Not a problem, Tech Dweeb, and yeah. No worries. Yeah, weekend's coming around, it's gonna be fun. Right. Now, Let's do game mode 3. Spectator mode. Do you know what's really weird? We're not getting quite so many lag spikes in Spectator. I mean, there is a few. Look for ghost-like entities. Yeah, not seeing much here. Reckon? Nope, nothing in there. Alright. So it doesn't seem to be much actually. There's one thing that really did puzzle me at one stage. I had a small... I don't know why. Why this squeeze is always operating. I think that's just a regular pig. Ah, there's that spike. No. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, that eventually got killed. So that's good. I think it possibly could be the Bell Thoughts? I don't think so, though. Well, no, it doesn't look like there's any ghost entities floating around, so that, in a way, is good. I'd laugh if it was the armor. Nah, definitely not the armor. Do I have levers on me? No. I can get one though. It's a shame you can't put a lever on the side of a hopper. Well, that's an awful lot of wood. That wasn't actually getting used for anything. Maybe that is my problem. I'm always slowly feeding like items to the endo flames, but they're not actually doing anything. Maybe that's half the problem. Well, I can definitely give them something to do. Up. Make me more redstone. I mean, I definitely needed more redstone, that's for sure. Yep, we've just now given all them something to do. What is that in my baubles? Take that off maybe? Oh, okay. Well, they all definitely have work to do now. Well, it is getting better. There's no doubt about that. Probably don't need those anymore. Because I'm not really using a magnet, so let's get rid of those. Seems to be getting better. The other thing I wanted to... This is annoying me. There's definitely something fishy going on with the squeezer that I had. And for some reason, I don't know why, if I actually, because my crusher is just running automatically. And I honestly couldn't tell you why that's happening. So let's try resetting it. Whereabouts does one is it? Oh, it's probably behind that water ejector, eh? Nope, that's definitely not it. Although that pretty much did fix it. In regards to actually having things be done with it. I've got more than enough hop graphite to basically sink an army. But we'll stick that back on. Right, the other thing we can possibly do is it Profile S? Yeah, lag spike profiler. Now, this will just basically run until it gets to a spike, and then it'll dump something into the chat logs. Now we can actually go into the chat logs after we shut this down, and that's what I actually posted up to Discord, so we can have a look through that as well. The other thing I can do, I think I can probably do, is really start looking to move away from immersive engineering cables. I mean, it would have been nice if we could get to thermal expansion cables, but I can't actually get access to those yet. Unless you guys have got an idea where how far away they are. Because True Blacksmith I've done everything in. Forest Bees I haven't done anything with. Embers is done, Bees is not done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out where actually we can find out. BQ_admin edit. I'm not above cheating. Right. So requirements: thermal machinery. Really? I require structure by structure. Right. So this is the mode that we're playing in. Refining sludge and mining laser. Right. Power from plasma, which is here. Under pressure, what is that? Creating life in a true collector. Okay. Yeah, if you can play, yeah, it's only one thing in thermal that we have to unlock, I think, because actually I did go ahead and unlock the I did one of the unlocks. It was really easy to do. So frame by frame. Funky loaded. I don't even know anything about this mod. Absolutely nothing. Actually, that was the other thing I wanted to try too. Come to think of it. Let's try removing that. If it is indeed the indexer, well, nope, definitely not the indexer. What is it? What could it possibly be? Well, it's definitely something. Definitely not the indexer, that's for sure. And it's about time to wrap up anyway. So, I do have a ton of multi blocks. Yes, that's true. I don't think that's going to, with all the immersive engineering stuff, but what I could do, all the recyclers, we could remove that. Actually, this just, I highly doubt that was anything, but this timer actually gives quite an amount of high results when it comes to the lag as well. So the trying to maintain them is a cause. Local server, not server. Yeah, of course. That's the whole thing. Actually, let's have a look. Memory-wise, not bad. Maybe I should try and run without arguments. Unless there's a newer version of Forge, maybe we could try. I wonder what the pie chart shows. Mainly game render, which is no big surprise there. But yeah, I'm gonna let this run. It'll finish, and we'll just have a look back through the chat logs and see what the hell's going on. It's all I can do, really. There's definitely spikes happening, and I don't know where the hell it's happening at. All right, guys. Hopefully, I can catch up with a good many of you on Sunday. Of course, it is Song Request Day, so if you're watching on YouTube, do consider coming over to twitch.tv/Raytac and follow there, because those videos will remain VOD-wise on Twitch, and probably never see the light of YouTube. Alright folks, thanks all for joining, and we'll see you later.